Today in the shop we're going to do some work, but before we do that I have some reminder for you guys. We are doing the live with Bono Billy. We don't know when yet, but we'll keep you posted on that. And then we are doing the podcast with the Diesel Queen on the 17th at 3 o'clock, so stay tuned for that. So today in the shop, first we're going to unbox my birthday presents from my dad's brother. So I got a 4-piece offset ratchet wrench. The item number is 68834. Then I got the mini locking pliers set, and then the item number is 63840. So I'm not going to bore you with unboxing it all, so be right back. So I forgot to mention that they are Pittsburgh and from Harbor Freight. They both are, these two. And my first impression is, well, the ratcheting set seems like they would be pretty sturdy, and I like how this is the on and off switch, if you can see. And then this one, these look like they would work too, but I like this one especially. Looks like it's the claw of death or whatever. I'm gonna call it that. Let me know what you guys think. Claw of death? Yes? No? Okay. So on to the next.
What's up? Anyway, I can't stand it anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a bolt in there. Because I can see there's a spot for a bolt, you know, right there. Maybe it'll decide to stiffen it up a little bit. They did talk about this, you know, in the last one. Let's see if it does anything. It probably won't. Why would it? Nope. Well, just loose there, right there, and down here, you know. Should we weld it? You know what? Let's put one little tackaroo right there. See what happens. Yeah, I suppose I should find. Oh, it's right here. Weird. Well, I'll get you back in here. Okay, so we got some things done. So now, remember these brackets in here that we did. Those are just kind of temporary. You know, it was just for the show. So we're gonna have to cut these out. So this tack weld is probably gonna be temporary too, really. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put one right there. If you can see what that is, right there. So let's see if we can do this thing. Because oh, hey, there we go. I had no confidence there for a second. So we're gonna get this thing out. Remember, kids, gloves. Make sure your thing is twisted, because you know I wouldn't want that. And then make sure you give yourself zero, and I mean zero room to do it. If you're wondering how much room you need, it's literally like 4 inches on each side. And then subtract 2 inches on each side. You guys do the math? No? Alright, so everybody close your eyes. Plug your ears. There's one little tackaroo. Maybe not. Maybe we've got a background. It's right there. Look at this out. So what do you say? You can go up here like this. Just go like that and see if that does anything. Well, that stiffened up this corner That's about all it did. Because let's face it, we've got, 100 years old. Well, not quite, but pretty darn close. 100-year-old metal here. We're not going to sit and, I'm telling you, we're not going to sit and do this for a long time because, number one, we don't have a lot of room, and some of it is now on that side. I'll show you here. I'll just show you what's going on with it. We gotta take the long way since Peyton put everything in the road. See, there she is putting stuff in the road right now.
I don't know what it is.
See? Look at that. Well, mainly it's because she wouldn't move the chair.
Could have asked me.
All right, so we're gonna get you right up in there. It's kind of right here too. See that right there? The old troublemaker's wobbly. Well, can't wait to see what's next. Something we're going to be doing coming up here really soon, because we got to start making room for all sorts of work that's going to happen, or we just need to make room to walk, because let's face it, there's not a lot of room in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around and I'll show you what we're thinking. You guys ever thought of how a hot rod axle goes together? How this piece mounts, how these mount, how all that mounts, how this all mounts? Well, if you haven't, I bet you have now, because we're going to be doing that so we can store this. Because I really don't want to sell it, but I might end up anyway, because I don't really have a whole lot to use for it right this second. But we're going to be taking that apart, so that'll be fun. It'll be a good time. That'll be a learning experience for at least 2 of you. Okay, kids, you're going to see us move some stuff out of, not here, there. Anyway, out of this troublemaker, so we can kind of show you what we're going to start on next. Maybe even start on it next. It could be a thing. I mean, the math checks out. So, all right, so as you can see, it's now a blank canvas again. We do have the seat. Now, let's face it, we're probably not using that. But we might have to, because we got to keep the cost way down. We do have some boat seats that came out of, but the whole door size thing is going to make it where everybody's got to go in this way, because this thing is right almost in line with the edge of the door, end of the door, right here on that side. The other thing is, there's going to be a lot of body work to do on this, but that'll be all right. I think what we should do is we should get Hammer and Dolly out, and let's see if we remember how. I'll put Peyton on one side and me on the other, and you guys in the middle, and let's see if we remember what we're doing. Stand by. Here at Peyton Speed Shop, we're all about the crazy camera angles. This is not one of them. So what Peyton's going to be doing is, actually, you know what? I'm going to let her tell you what she's doing.
I'm going to take a hammer and dolly and cut out some high spots.
It's going to be noisy. And I'm going to take this over here. Where most of the work is already done.
That's not fair.
No fair?
Yeah.
Were you out here at 10:30 at night pounding dents? I was. Every now and then you gotta stop and check what you're doing. Now, I've been working on this, as you know, from, don't pound anything just yet. You know I've been working on this for what seems to be years, and we're not pounding straight down, we're glancing, because if we pound straight down, what are we gonna get?
Low spots.
More dents. Just have enough of it. At least we're not gonna get rust spots from it. You know, here, this isn't even connected anymore. Anyway, apparently it sounded like Peyton and I were having a race with the hammers, so I'm just gonna let her pound away, because you can see, and I'm gonna go have a big red.
Without me?
Okay, what I did just now was I took the hammer and I used our little friend the pick, and I went underneath, and as Peyton was pounding on these, you know, trying to make it nice and smooth, I came over and I felt and like, oh, a whole bunch of low spots. So I got underneath here with the pick, and I just kind of put my finger over a spot, and then I was bringing it up, and then if it was a bigger spot, I used the hammerhead, and I did the same thing. So now it's going to, now there's a big high spot, and you can still feel low spots and stuff. And there's one big one right here. Actually, can you hand me your soapstone? And you can't really pick it up on camera. It's right there. The only way you're gonna know is to feel it. There's another one right here. This one's definitely noticeable. There's another one right there. And then we got...
It looks like an alien.
a mustache. All right, so we do actually have, these actually are low spots. But anyway, so Peyton's getting back to work. All right, so you saw a little bit of what's coming up. I think we're probably going to, one more thing. Still bad. Bad carburetor. Bad.
The car's a good car, but the carburetor, no.
I can't guarantee you if it's good.
Yeah, true.
It's probably part of the junk. Anyway, so Tag was trying to escape. Where are we looking? There we go. So back to whatever I was saying a minute ago. I'm gonna carry it on. I think we're gonna, you saw some. There's your quote of the day. Anyway, so what you all right, now the Commander Giggles is left. Oh, there she is. Anyway, no. We're gonna be pounding dents. I warned you. Not only are we gonna be pounding dents, we're gonna be working our way this way, trying to get that thing to, I don't know, be better than it is.
Actually work.
Well, it doesn't matter if it actually works right now. It's not going anywhere for a long time. Anyway, gotta get Clyde actually working though. We're gonna be starting at the back, working our way forward, and hopefully we'll get this thing straight and bolted down and looking better and all that good stuff. And hopefully we'll get it to pretend to be a race car. I would like to, there's not too far away, it's in Illinois. I think it's called the Jalopy Jam Up. I'd like to take this down there and lose horribly because let's face it, this thing's not going to run. But
imagination burnout.
I might have to. It's on the dirt, so I might even actually turn a tire over. But that'd be something neat to do. But we have a long way to go before that. I mean, look, you saw it. It's not even really a car right now. Clyde, I I did phone a friend. I found my one friend who said they'd come and help me. I didn't really tell them how bad it is either. I just said, hey, can you come help me time a small block Chevy 400 and tune my carburetor? He's like, yeah, man, I got it, no problem. Welcome to Clydesville. Anyway, it's getting kind of late out. It's actually going to be dark soon, and it's only 7. It'll be dark by 8 o'clock. No more 9:30, 10 o'clock sun up still, which I'll tell you what, those are the days. Anyway, we just kind of did some basic stuff. I think I want to take apart, we are going to take apart that hot rod axle so we can get it stored so it doesn't just stay in the way and, you know, get possibly run over someone's toes and break them. So we're going to probably start doing that. It shouldn't take us, you know, but let's face it, it's touching Clyde now, so it's probably going to fall apart. Or it's going to start running rich and it doesn't even have a motor.
Or it's just going to magically stop working.
Anyway, I think that's it. So, you know, do the thing and see you tomorrow.